Hi, Suburban Mom. I'm going to answer your questions. Um, I should have did the last video that I just did last instead of first. So I had to go repair some damage after that one. And I can't remember the name of your video, but y'all see it up here, whatever it is I'm responding to. Sorry. Okay, the first question, I just kind of took these down as I was watching your video, so I didn't really print them out or anything. So they're not word for word, but you'll get it. The number one question was, would I commit an untraceable crime for $10 million? I don't think so. You didn't necessarily say what kind of crime. Now, if we're talking shoplifting, I was a teenager, and that's how I got my first bra. So I win. I already did the crime. Never got caught. Probably will now. Now the store's not there anymore. Okay. Gosh, I hope y'all don't hear my stomach growling. Number two. How often in the past year have I vomited? Okay, we're going to see if we're normal here. I can't tell you that. I can only tell you my most recent incident because I was very ill. Back in January when my brother was in the hospital, I ate out for like a week straight. I was just grabbing a bite to eat on the way home. And one morning I woke up deathly ill. And I was deathly ill for the whole day. It was just one of those days where you just kind of laid on the bed with the trash can next to the bed. And I couldn't tell you how many times I threw up that day. But I had what was called the norovirus, and it's the same thing that the cruise ship passengers get. And I would not wish that on my worst enemy. Well, maybe my worst one. But it comes, you don't have to be on a cruise ship to get it. It comes from people not washing their hands and then preparing your food. And it's usually from some place you've eaten in the last 3 to 4 days before you get sick. And one of those places I had eaten during those days was Taco Bell. You know, I'm not saying anything, but because I kind of like Taco Bell. But anyway, that's my vomit story. What am I allergic to? The list is way too long for me to list here. Number one, I'm allergic. The number one thing that I must avoid is orange juice, orange pop, anything with citrus. I will swell up to like 3 times my size. But I'm very allergic to that. I had asthma as a child. I spent most all my summertime in the hospital in an oxygen tent because I was allergic to everything that grew in the summer. And fortunately, I've kind of grown out of that. I've only had one asthma attack since I was 14, I think it was. So, yeah, and I smoke too. So, yeah, how stupid is that? What disease scares me? Well, I just mentioned I smoke. So, of course, lung cancer scares me to death. Oral cancer. Cancer in general, because there's not really anything that runs in my family that kills anybody, except most of them die from old age or they die from cancer. All kinds of cancer. Let's see, how many times a day do I change my clothing? Well, I really don't, once. I mean, I get up and I put on something so I can wander about the house because it's kind of cold here right now. And then if I'm going somewhere, I of course put on street clothes. But then I come home and I immediately take those off and get into the comfy clothes. But if I'm not going anywhere, sometimes I just shower and put on more comfy clothes. So, do I think people should be crap? I can't read the last word. Oh, cloned. No, I don't think people should be cloned, and I don't think any particular person should be cloned. I don't believe in cloning. I don't think that's the way we should propagate the human race. We have plenty of people in this world now, and I don't think we need to invent an artificial way to create any. So those are my thoughts, and tell me if I'm normal. Bye.